Hello and welcome. So this is a shortish video only because it's really busy for the run up to Christmas, which is next week, so wrapping presents and everything else, so a little short one. Anyway, I've got another one of my Japanese fans, the 18-inch Sanyo EF-8WSK, which I got a while ago off eBay. Quite a little interesting story behind this one. I love it when I always try and find out the background of where they've come from, because this isn't a model that was sold in Europe as far as I'm aware, certainly not in the UK, but it came up on eBay probably about 3 years ago I think, and obviously I snapped it up. It wasn't a bad price either, so when the the seller wanted, so when I gave the seller feedback, because it had come really quickly and everything, it was well packaged, I just asked them, you know, was there any sort of story behind it? And she was pleased that that I'd sort of liked it and everything. So she said, yeah, the fan had actually come from Saudi Arabia because her parents lived out there. Her dad was an engineer and worked out out there, and they had a couple, and obviously this one came back to the UK. Spooky story similar to the KDK. And it was up in the loft of her parents' house. Unfortunately, her parents had passed away, and she was clearing out the loft, and the fan was up there. So I sort of said, well, you know, I collect them, so it's gone to a good home. And you know, I gave her a brief outline of our story, so she was really pleased, and she was happy that it had gone to another home, because she was quite sentimental about it, as you can imagine. So anyway, this is the fan. I apologise if there's a lot of background noise, it's incredibly windy outside, so there's quite a lot of roar from that. So check out the 70s colours on this thing, it's amazing. Orange and brown are just the 70s, aren't they? And I believe Sanyo fans have always got like tri-speed fan or some sort of little legend on them. It's a little bit dinted in the metal because these are metal panels, but you know what, it's part of its age and history. Cage is in amazing condition. It's lived in a hot climate anyway, so it's not going to rust. The blades are metal, a little bit chipped on the edge, but again they're aluminium, so they won't rust. Really cool badge. Why they don't make them like that now? Interesting and different. It's quite gold actually, instead of the usual chrome. Now this is quite unusual in the fact that, like a lot of newer fans that you get, which are these, you know, quite cheap because they have a central bit that fits into a solid plastic base. This has got one that locks together. There's the control panel and the label on the back, and that slides into the base and locks in place. So that was quite unique back in the day, in the 70s. So this is an early 70s fan, same era as the KDK. The Sanyo motors always have quite a distinctive motor cover like that. Again, solid metal blades like the KDK. A little bit of wear on the back. Really nice fan. Right, time for a little speed run. There we go. A little bit of blade shake, but not bad. It's really powerful. It's almost too powerful to have it as a bedroom fan. Certainly not in my room. Buttons don't quite catch, probably need a bit of a clean. It's got an amazing blade sound. It moves a lot of air. The oscillation's a bit one-sided on this one. It only goes 50 degrees that way, and then 60 degrees this way. 60 degrees. It's super powerful. It's really quiet too for a big one. quite a good rundown time as well. The bearings are really good in this as well. Just not playing it and more noise. Just thought I'd share that one with you. I love these big ones. I've got about 10 or 11 large Japanese fans like this, so they'll all come to the channel at some point. Really pleased I sort of gave it a good home, and that'll just go on forever like the rest of the big ones. You know, even with a bit of cosmetic. The plastic seems to survive quite well on these. They don't go too yellow or anything. I mean, the motor cover is still ice white, so no complaints about that one. Give it a service at some point, but we'll get around to that. Anyway, I hope you all have a good Christmas, whatever you're doing over the festive season. Comment and like if you want to, and subscribe would be great. And I'll see you in the next one. Cheers. Shout out to John, he's got the first sticker up on display. It's Mini Daily on YouTube. Go and have a look. Cheers, John.